personally was our divorce.
I feel really unsupported.
I'm not worried for my man. I was eating all protein the whole time.
You've gained 10 pounds.
I don't think my body likes me.
Let's get in.
Focus on the team.
I feel like I'm in a jail.
A lot of our students arrive in this program already carrying a lot of frustration and anger about being overweight. Many of them have had very negative peer interactions, including some bullying or comments that have been hurtful. So they're already feeling pretty upset, frustrated, angry for having to be at Wellspring to begin with.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading my book. You come over here and sit on my bed and fart. That's disgusting.
Frustration is really a form of anger. It's anger at yourself because something isn't going the way you want it to,
They need to understand that here, that I cannot do all of those things.
or anger at another person because they're not doing what you want them to do, and you have this buildup of tension inside your body that is just making you feel like something's got to give or I'm going to blow.
Language. I've had students and campers come to our programs who are completely shut down, very isolated, very angry, not only with others, but with themselves.
Wellspring is so structured, and I feel like students here definitely get more angry and frustrated and have more things to worry about than students at home that don't go to Wellspring, just regular normal teenagers.
It's really critical for us to help them understand that that's a normal emotion, but it's also important that we help them figure out how to cope with it and what healthy and appropriate ways of dealing with frustration and anger.
Oh, I'm so happy.
A lot of kids, the frustration is anger toward themselves because they ended up here in the first place.
Alright guys, Friday, you have a dodgeball tournament. The dodgeball tournament is going to take place at the local YMCA. You guys are going to have the opportunity to play as a team against other teams in the community.
The students were really excited to do the dodgeball tournament. There wasn't too many hands that didn't get raised, and this has been the one time where I've had a number of students come in and beg and plead and argue just to be part of physical activity. I would have loved to have taken them all, but rules.
Dodgeball is a very positive way and release some just anger and frustrations in a very healthy way.
Here at Wellspring, and living under conditions you probably normally wouldn't live with, you get really frustrated really easy here. So having a way to channel that energy through a game, it's awesome.
I am totally pumped and ready for this. My team is going to kill.
I like everything about dodgeball.
I work on my dodging skills in dodgeball because I don't want to get hit in the head.
Alright, I expect big things, and I expect us to go out there and dominate. We're going to win this tournament, right?
In today's group CBT, we're going to be talking about anger and frustration, how it shows up in our bodies and what our reactions are to it. And then we're going to talk about some coping strategies for how to deal with it. So today, on this beautiful and sunny day, we're going to see if we can remember some things that bring up for us frustrations or anger.
What is anger? Do y'all know what that is? Like, in general, it's an emotion, right? It's a signal that we think we're being treated unfairly. A lot of our students do come here to our academy and have experiences being angry, whether they were bullied, whether they were picked on, and so, we've got some students that have learned how to bottle up anger or really react in a way that is not healthy.
Some kids, it's like, I don't know, I couldn't even focus the rest of the day. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, oh.
Punch jaw.
Yeah.
Punch
That
chest.
whole thing, like, ugh.
What are the physical signs when you're starting to get frustrated or angry? Some people feel tightness in their stomach, clench their teeth.
Definitely like fast heartbeat and like stomach aches, like something in my stomach, like I just want to throw up.
My eyes may roll. And you've seen it a couple of times. And when I get this fiery pit in my stomach, wants like
You bang the table a lot.
There. What's something that makes you angry? Like, what's something that really, really just pushes your buttons?
People talking shiznit.
People who disrespect older people.
Telemarketers.
I want you to talk a little bit about some events that trigger that frustration or anger.
Just being surrounded by people all the time, especially people that like tell you what to do.
Do them. Down, out, up, woo! Come on, 30 of them. Sooner you start, the sooner you're finished.
Little things combined together. And turn a good day into a crappy one.
Weigh-ins definitely frustrate me, like in the morning of weigh-in, like even before I weigh in, because I'll like replay everything I did that week. Like all the times I could have not had those extra calories, and all the times I could have gone to extra activity to try harder.
That's interesting. So you're frustrated in getting ready to go to a weigh-in by the things that you're maybe remorseful that you didn't do.
It's like guilty, like
Huh.
guilt and frustration, like built up in one.
Yeah.
Tell me, have you recently kind of been angry at a friend or at someone here?
Yes.
Who are you talking to?
You start talking to.
You better watch it, cuz I'll watch it when you actually do something. Come on. You better watch your language.
Was yelling at me.
Come on, do it.
I'm like, don't yell at me. He kept on, so I walked off.
David, why are you ditching your team, yo?
He would say really unnecessary things just to instigate.
Okay.
And like if I say something back here, he would be like, you can leave.
How many of you experience frustration that you're even having to be at Wellspring at all?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
And so what are some of the things that you're feeling like you're able to do to help manage that frustration?
The other day, I was like, I had a really bad phone call, and I went to the weight room and I just like ran for like a good chunk of time, and I was like, shoot, this is good.
Yeah, that's a good point. Exercise is one of the big ones. It would be important that you pick an activity that's you against something you're doing, activity-wise. Like you said, you know, hit the treadmill or even a punching bag or some class. You know, some of Hitty's classes, I think some people have reported getting a lot of frustrations out.
I've seen the results of my being dedicated to this program, and I want to keep seeing them even after I leave here. And I love where I'm going, and that's strong enough for me to have no frustration about the choices that I've made.
One of the things that we do in Group CBT is to make sure that all the students are developing a set of coping skills for dealing with frustration. Typically things like take a step back and realize that if you think it through and really use your thinking skills that you're learning in CBT, that chances are you can see things a little differently.
Carson is feeling a little disheartened with the program right now, and I'm hoping that we can get her back on track and get her to rediscover that drive and passion she had when she first arrived here at Wellspring. So, you come back from semester, and a new semester starts, and you had a great attitude, and you were gung-ho, and you were on top of everything, and you were doing really good, right? Okay. Then you leave campus and go off for an audition. Came back and had gained weight. Pretty significant amount of weight.
Person, you've gained 10 pounds.
I don't think my body likes me. 10 pounds. How long were you gone for? 5 days.
Carson. It wasn't even just a pound or two, it was a huge number. I was so hurt and upset that I just didn't care. I was kind of like, oh, right, whatever. I don't care. When I was at home, I was eating what? Like fruit and carbs and just a regular program meal.
Your portion sizes stayed the same?
No.
How about your exercise?
I didn't get any.
None. You know where that path is going to lead.
Yeah.
You also have seen the success that staying on the program, and that's the whole program, exercise and eating, can do. There's going to be things in your life always that are going to wear you down, and I know it's hard sometimes, and it's in your head. Sweetie, come on. It's in your head, you know? You have to just be strong and say, I'm not going to let you get me down. Let's get you back on track now, and then let's never go down that road again. Okay?
This is just a battle that I have to fight on my own. It just makes me so angry, and I have to find a way that's going to work for me.
Coming up. You don't even know movies. I'm super in love with movies. And I'm 16 years old. That kills me.